I do want to welcome you onto the Great Man Podcast. I definitely appreciate you staying up with us and doing this interview. Great. I am grateful for it. I'm going to go ahead and allow you to introduce yourself. Kind of tell us your name. I don't introduce people because I don't know what they got going on, like operation security. I don't want to violate nobody's like protocols or whatever they have in place. So whatever you say you are or who you are is what we're gonna put out there. So introduce yourself, tell us world who you are.
So I'm Danielle, also known as Danny. I am the owner and instructor from Defensive Unicorns.
Okay.
So I do a lot of all women's classes. I do also do family classes and children's classes as well, training with firearms, whether it's safety or we're just doing beginners courses to intro to pistol, rifle classes, all types of different classes. We have done couples classes as well.
Hmm.
Um, but I do more female classes, I say, because um, you run into more ego when it comes to teaching males. So it's a little bit more
I'm
comfortable.
guilty
But
of that. Yeah. You can't outshoot me. Yeah,
yes,
I've been
I get
talking. I've been
that
talking like that.
every time. I
Yeah,
get
no
that
doubt.
every time. And then the crazy part, if I feed in and I'll be like, all right, come on, you want to have competition? Let's do it. And then I'll do it. And then if I win, then they act like they don't want to shoot for the rest of the class. So it's just it's a
Now,
lose situation regardless.
absolutely. Now, being a shooter myself, like the little background I have, like in history of shooting, I've been shooting for a while. So what I have learned is that the best shooters are actually female, and it's a lot of different reasons for that. Women have slower heart rates. Their physiology is better, like their breathing patterns are better. They're more adapt to stress. You know what I'm saying? So like if there's outside situations going on, they can kind of
Adapt. Yeah.
they can kind of just close off. They can kind of like tunnel vision that a lot better than men can. So I mean, there's just a lot of different aspects to it. Like some of the best snipers that I know are women. Matter of fact, in World War
Wow.
II, Russia actually deployed female snipers on the front line, and they were extremely effective.
That's amazing. I
Yep, for
love hearing
sure.
stuff like that. I feel like so many women want to do the stuff that the men do, and we
Hmm.
can't always. So I love that.
That's another reason why I wanted to have you on the podcast because there's a couple of reasons. One, you're a female in a mostly male dominated industry. You
Right.
are a professional. You own your own business, and you're a woman of color. You know what I'm saying? So like that's
Yep.
when you said you was a when you told me like I'm a unicorn, like nah, you are for real unicorn because it's not too many in this business that look
Right.
like us that do this. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I wanted
So
you to
true.
actually tell your story. And in doing so, and telling your
Mhm.
story, can you tell us where you're from?
Right. So I'm originally from Philadelphia, born and raised. I moved to Georgia about 3 years now.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
What was your childhood like?
So my childhood, I lived with my mom and my dad until I was about, I want to say about 13, about 13 years old. I
Hmm.
always thought, I was one of the lucky kids that had their mother and their father both, around. And then I found out that my dad actually adopted me.
Mm, okay.
So I was with my birth mother, but my father was with me since I was born. But whole long story, but he wound up getting with my mother while she was pregnant with me, and then he adopted me, and I was raised with him.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Still, hey, still a father. He was there. He did what he was supposed to do. That's what's up. Salute to pops.
True. Yeah.
What was you like as a kid? Let's say.
So I don't think I was bad. I think around that time, you kids usually find something to be rebellion about, right?
Hmm.
So I guess around that time I became a little rebellion just because I felt like I was lied to for so many years. And my father, rest in heaven, but he had a really bad drinking problem.
Hmm.
And he was also in the Navy as well. He had a whole bunch of trauma, and back then they didn't have everything that they have now to sort of try to help people with that trauma.
Hmm.
And he drunk really bad, and he was abusive. So I sort of dealt with that with my mom. and then as myself too as a child. So
Understood, understood. So, Philadelphia, what side of town in Philly?
I actually, believe it or not, so I originally lived in North Philly. Most people know North Philly, and then around seven
And
years
is that
old,
where
we
Will
moved
Smith
up.
is from? Born and raised on the playgrounds where you spent most of your
He-
days? No, no.
no, he was in West Philadelphia.
Oh, West Philadelphia. That's right. Don't beat me up in the comments. That's right. Okay. Okay, roll on.
but
My bad.
But yeah, I was in North Philly, and then around 7 years old, my mom and dad got state jobs, and
Hmm.
we actually moved up to the Northeast, which is the gooder part of Philadelphia. And I was up there almost my whole entire life. So
Okay, okay, that's cool. So, you said most of your whole entire life, you say you left Philly and moved to Georgia, right?
yep,
What city? Where
yep.
you at in Georgia?
In Georgia, I'm actually in Douglasville,
Okay.
so it's like a little county. But I like it out here. It's quiet. I got space. I got my seclusion from
Yeah, yeah.
neighbors.